Hey guys, it's Max Savage here, and today I want to go over the topic of the new Secret Wars event that's happening for Marvel Comics. Now, I was going to touch on this previously, but in the middle of filming, my camera just stopped recording, and I didn't really think to do anything more about it because honestly, I'm not exactly happy about the whole idea. Now, for those who don't know, let me get this with you. Secret Wars was an event that happened back in the 80s, 1980s, long time ago. Um, Pretty much the premise. I haven't read the whole thing, but it was a story where a bunch of the Earth's mightiest heroes, which didn't just include the Avengers, included other people too, including Spider-Man and like Wolverine, some other X-Men, and some of Earth's mightiest villains were just popped on this planet. And that's why it's called Secret Wars, because they fought each other and fought something else, and nobody was there to know about it. It's a huge event. It's actually one of the reasons that started things like Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies' whole idea is that they died on there, and when they came back zombified. Or Marvel, um, not Secret Wars, but Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion pretty much is a sequel to that as well, where, oh, what if they didn't come back? Or the ones that did come back were actually the imposters. Our original people who'd come back, these are the actual ones. So, it's a big event. It's huge, one of the biggest. It's actually the comic book that introduced Spider-Man in his black suit. So it's something that's big, and we got it last year. Hinted to us that they're going to do another Secret Wars event, but it's not going to be called Secret Wars 2. No, Secret Wars. Bam. And we're trying to figure out what it is. We're seeing pictures of like different universes fighting each other and two planets colliding in the back, and everyone's flipping their shit trying to figure out what it is that's going on. Then we get more news. It's coming out. I think in May, maybe later than that, but it'll be coming out soon, a couple months from now. Pretty much the premise of it is, if you haven't been reading any of the Avenger comic books, there's first New Avengers, which is the Illuminati made up of Avengers. Um, they've been trying to fight off other planets because Earth and other universes are colliding, and two Earths are bumping against each other and exploding, destroying both. So they've been trying to prevent that by destroying other planets, keeping their Earth 616, whole, intact, without any harm. Well, this time they weren't able to do that. That's what this whole event is about. They weren't able to do that because the Ultimate Universe, the one where we get Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Nick Fury, all the other amazing Ultimate comics, that universe is colliding with the main universe. And usually they would just, go, but they wanted to make this an event. They wanted to make it big. One thing is they canceled all Ultimate comics completely, which is pretty much your way of knowing that the Ultimate Universe is destroyed. They then decided to tell people that it's not just the Ultimate Universe, it's all universes. These two planets colliding against each other has destroyed all of the multiverse, bringing in a new planet known as Battle World. And each continent is like a different subsection. You got like a Planet Hulk continent, Marvel Zombies and Age of Ultron continent. You got X-Men 92, which is the Jim Lee styled cartoon, the animated cartoon that most of us, including myself, grew up on. But that's its own little continent section, and just it's fucking weird. Okay, what are my opinions on it? I don't like this idea. Right now, they're canceling a bunch of comics. They've killed Wolverine. They're killing Deadpool. They're getting rid of Spider-Man 99. Like, there's a lot of comics that they're shit canning because of this event, and I really hate when they do that. I also hate when they try to make every other comic stop or halt because of an event like this. It pisses me off every time they do this, as I don't care. If I'm really not interested in it, I don't want to further. I'll wait until it's all done. There was events. What was the one? There was 2 events ago, something about the Watcher being killed. I don't care. I didn't care about the Watcher. I didn't care about the team pursuing what was happening. So it didn't mean anything to me, and it was good. The outcome of that was, spoiler alert, Nick Fury's dead. The guy that we've been thinking has been dead for like 5 years, he dies in that. ooh, there's probably other stuff in there too. It's just I really didn't care to read it. I will later, but for right now, I just don't. No, I don't like this. I really don't see why they have to do this. And people are still that's all they've given us. They've said that they're canceling a bunch and that they're trying to do something new with things. And we're seeing creative writers go off. Like Brian Michael Bendis has stopped writing X-Men comics and he's going to start on other projects, which pisses me off because that's the reason why I love the X-Men comic right now, is because Brian Michael Bendis is writing it. He's my favorite. Like, what? You can't do that, man. So I'm gonna keep posting videos, kind of like updates about what new information they're having with it. It's not sounding good. People are saying though it's gonna be a reboot. It's not a reboot. Now I just want to clarify that it's not. They've said it. It's not a reboot because it's not. The DC New 52 DC Comics thing. They did a reboot, which is pretty much they got rid of everything and started over again. That's not what this comic or what Marvel is trying to do. They're not trying to throw everything away and start from scratch. What they're trying to do is kind of meet you halfway by keeping everything old but bringing in all the favorite things from here and there and there and there and here all together into one universe. So it's not a reboot, it is a retelling, as they're calling it. For example, what does that mean? That means instead of just taking Ultimate Spider-Man from his universe and just plopping him into our universe and just being like, oh yeah, your planet's destroyed, so all those family friends that you had, they're all gone. Instead of doing that, and also instead of completely starting from the beginning where we have Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Miles at the same time, they're going to have both universes as one. So Peter Parker will, I guess, fake his death or something like that, maybe, and that will have Miles become the Spider-Man, and then Peter Parker will obviously come back, but Miles is like, I don't want to quit. So they team up and become kind of like partners. They're going to be doing stuff like that. I would like to see what other characters they're going to bring in. I want a more badass Ultron, to be honest. I love Marvel Zombies, the comics, so I would love to see them do more with Marvel Zombies. One of my favorite villains from the Ultimate Universe was Mr. Fantastic as the Maker. I want to see him as a villain for everything. Like, that would be amazing. But, there's a lot of things they can do. There's a lot of things that they're going to do that no one's going to like, and things that they're going to do people are going to be like, oh, that's cool. But like I said, I'm going to keep reporting on whatever I see. If I like something, if I don't like something, I'll just, throw out my thoughts and opinions on it. But I want to hear what you guys think about this. So please, anybody who's watching, obviously, if you can leave a message on what you think is going to happen with this new event, where you think it's going to go. I think it's not going to be a reboot. It's just going to be a amalgamation of everything together. I'm not a big fan of it, but hey, whatever. So thank you guys very much. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. I cut my hair, if you haven't noticed. I don't like it like this, but I'm too cheap to fix it. So I'm going to keep it like this. If you guys don't like it, please make fun of me. I don't care. Anyway, you guys, thank you very much. You're awesome, guys.